We'll be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, December 9th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I don't know what the analytics say, but as someone who's been in the game for a long time, I do know this. There aren't many people in the industry who move the needle quite like Greene. A few days ago, Kai released these new update photos that we're showing you now. And as usual, it immediately became everyone's favorite topic. All things considered, at least right now, at the moment, I don't see this as a sign that he's making a comeback. I mostly see this as Kai being Kai. He's a smart businessman, and he knows what grabs people's attention. So unless we hear him say in his own words, and not some sort of riddle, that he absolutely 100% is going to compete on a bodybuilding stage again, well, let's not make this out to be anything that it isn't. The man is a retired legend, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be excited when he gives us a peek behind the curtain. In case you missed it a few weeks ago, we did a story on Josh Lenartowicz shortly after he announced that he was planning to come out of retirement. In his initial announcement, Josh said that he wasn't sure whether or not he could be ready in time for the 2022 season, and threw out the possibility of not competing until 2023. But apparently things must be moving in the right direction for the time being, because a few days ago he came out and he said that he did anticipate competing again next year, even though he wasn't committing to a specific date. As we all know, once upon a time, Josh was probably one of the top 10 athletes in the Open. So getting back to that level isn't something you snap your fingers and do overnight. But if he starts to feel like his old self again, it's worth getting excited over, because Josh at his best can still do damage in the right lineup. Believe it or not, there are still a handful of shows left on the schedule this season, which means there are still a handful of opportunities for people to lock up a qualification for next year's Olympia. So, if you were Quinton Eriya and you were coming off a career-best second-place finish at the Toronto Super Show, the idea of jumping into a Vancouver Pro would probably be pretty tempting, right? Over the last month or so, Quinton has really established himself as one of the young top talents in bodybuilding. And at this point, it feels like it's only a matter of time before he makes it to the Olympia stage. And with that still dangling out there in Vancouver, you have to wonder if he'll be tempted to take the bite. And before we get out of here today, I want to leave you guys with a topic to debate. Do you think there should be a weight limit in men's physique? The reason I ask is because a few days ago, Ryan Terry, who's been a multi-time top 3 finisher at the Olympia, went on the record to say that he thinks there should be. Over the last decade, the division has evolved to reveal the bigger athletes, which is at odds with the reason why men's physique was created in the first place. Obviously, the 212 has a weight cap, and classic physique has its own set of rules. But for all intents and purposes, it's still anything that goes in men's physique. So I want to know your thoughts. Yes or no on a weight cap for men's physique? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.